Hi, I'm Shelley Sorm. I'm the Provincial Council President for Daughters of the Holy Cross, and on behalf of our Provincial Council, I'm going to welcome you to a Lenten Devotional. You can find our daily reading plan on our website, daughtershc.org, under the Lent tab. It was created by the American Bible Society. Today's reading comes from Mark chapter 10, verses 35 to 45. I'm not going to read all of the verses, but I'm going to read a portion of it, starting at verse 35. And James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came up to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." And he said to them, "What do you want me to do for you?" And they said to him, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." Jumping down to verse 42. You can imagine that the other disciples were not very thrilled with this. So Jesus gathers them all together, and this is what he says to them, starting at verse 42. And Jesus called them to him and said to them, "You know that those who are considered rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones exercise authority over them. But it shall not be so among you. But whoever would be great among you must be your servant, and whoever would be first among you must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Don't you just love James and John? I love how they so wanted to be right there with Jesus. They wanted to be his right and left hand man. They wanted to be his wingmen. You know, so often we want big roles for God. We want to do great things for God. But sometimes he just calls us to serve. Sometimes the place he wants us to be is in a place of service to others. And Jesus, the greatest man of all, did not come to the world to be served, but to serve. So as you're spending time with the Lord today, I want you to ask him, where is it that he's calling you to serve? Is there someone in your family that you need to serve? Is there someone that you need to check on? Is there a phone call you need to make? Is there something that you need to do within your church in order to serve? Or maybe there's somebody in your neighborhood that you could reach out and be the hands and feet of Christ. We are all called to serve and not to be served, like Jesus. So find a way to serve the Lord today for his glory and not your own. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you continue to join us in our scripture reading through the season of Lent. God bless.